Have you ever had to sleep in a friend's car just to stay warm? Or miss half the school year because your life was in constant upheaval? For LeBron James, this was no dramatic story. It was his reality. From a childhood marked by hardship to becoming a billionaire athlete and global icon.
Kevin Love down the floor for LeBron James on target, turns, sends it, LeBron, yeah! You gotta be kidding me! Life is about do-overs!
LeBron's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. But how did this kid from Akron, Ohio, rise to such incredible heights? Buckle up, because this is a story of resilience, vision, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. LeBron James entered the world on December 3, 1900 in Akron, Ohio.
LeBron, as you take the court for your first game, how are your nerves tonight?
As the son of Gloria James, a 16-year-old single mother determined to make the best of her challenging circumstances.
My boy, he has always been special to me. I had no idea how special he would become to the game. My son, he has grown up like I had hoped.
Gloria worked tirelessly to provide for her son, but life was anything but easy. By the time LeBron was 3, the pair had lost their primary home. They found themselves bouncing from one relative's house to another, their possessions packed into bags, their future clouded by uncertainty. The winters in Ohio were particularly unforgiving. LeBron would often curl up on worn-out couches in drafty homes with no heat, a harsh reality that underscored the instability of their situation. The upheaval took a toll on his education as well. In 4th grade, LeBron missed 82 out of 160 school days, not because he didn't want to learn, but because his life lacked the basic stability that many of his peers took for granted. At such a young age, he was already acquainted with hardship, carrying the weight of survival on his small shoulders. Just when their circumstances seemed insurmountable, a beacon of hope emerged. Frank Walker Sr., a compassionate man and the father of one of LeBron's Pee-wee football teammates, noticed their struggles and extended an extraordinary gesture of kindness. He invited LeBron to stay with his family until Gloria could regain her footing. For the first time in his young life, LeBron experienced what stability felt like: a warm bed, consistent meals, and a home filled with care. It was during this period of newfound security that a basketball first found its way into LeBron's hands. The rhythmic bounce of the ball became a symbol of a different kind of future, one where resilience could give way to greatness. Eventually, Gloria found steady work, and LeBron returned home. The stability he had experienced at the Walker's house had lit a fire in him, and he was now more determined than ever to excel, not just in school, but also in basketball. His passion for the sport began to bloom, and with each passing year, his natural talent became increasingly evident. By the time he reached 8th grade, LeBron was already an awe-inspiring feat for someone so young. The buzz surrounding him grew louder, and it wasn't long before coaches and scouts took notice. LeBron's enrollment at St. Vincent St. Mary High School marked the beginning of his meteoric rise. As a freshman, he led his team to an undefeated season and a state championship, a feat that stunned everyone who watched him play. By his sophomore year, LeBron's stats were impossible to ignore. Averaging 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 5.8 assists per game, he was dominating in ways rarely seen at the high school level. But it wasn't just the numbers that made LeBron exceptional, it was the way he played.
Are you kidding me? I mean, trying to dunk on LeBron is a huge mistake, but
his charisma, court vision, and poise made him a natural leader, and his humility only added to his allure. LeBron's talent and work ethic reached a crescendo during his junior year when he graced the cover of Sports Illustrated, dubbed the Chosen One, and he became a national sensation almost overnight. Suddenly, everyone from basketball legends to sports journalists was talking about this high school kid from Akron. But for all the attention and hype, LeBron stayed grounded. He knew that fame could be fleeting, and he poured his energy into perfecting his craft, determined to meet and surpass the sky-high expectations placed upon him. These early years laid the foundation for LeBron's unparalleled career, a testament to how the right mix of opportunity, talent, and determination can do.
The future for...
Turn even the most challenging circumstances into extraordinary achievements. As LeBron's high school career came to a close, the next chapter of his journey would test both his talent and his resolve.
That's some play by LeBron James.
And the buzz lasted for about half a minute like you...
In 2003, LeBron faced a life-changing decision. Reebok offered him $10 million upfront to skip meetings with Nike and Adidas. For a teenager who had known poverty his entire life,
Listen, then in the breakaway, LeBron, flush me one.
the temptation was overwhelming. But LeBron turned it down, betting on himself. That gamble paid off. Nike eventually signed him to a $90 million contract, the biggest rookie shoe deal in history at the time. Later that year, the Cleveland Cavaliers selected him as the #1 pick in the NBA draft. LeBron didn't just enter the league, he took it by storm. He won Rookie of the Year in 2000, became an All-Star by 2005, and secured his first NBA contract worth $18 million over 4 years. LeBron was officially on the path to superstardom, and the world couldn't wait to see what he'd do next. In 2010, LeBron made The Decision, a televised special where he announced he was leaving Cleveland for the Miami Heat. While the move earned him backlash, it was financially and strategically brilliant. His 6-year, $110 million contract with Miami brought him together with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. In 4 seasons, they delivered 2 NBA championships. Off the court, LeBron's business acumen flourished. He took equity in growing brands like Beats by Dre and Blaze Pizza, turning small investments into multi-million-dollar stakes. His sharp financial decisions mirrored his on-court strategy, calculated, patient, and explosive when necessary. In 2014, LeBron returned to the Cavaliers with one mission: bring a championship to Cleveland. He signed short-term contracts, giving him leverage to push the organization so as to build a competitive roster. His bet paid off. In 2016, LeBron led the Cavaliers to their first ever NBA championship, cementing his legacy as a hometown hero. LeBron's dominance wasn't confined to the basketball court. By 2015, he had a lifetime Nike deal, lucrative endorsements, and ownership stakes in various companies. His 2% share in Liverpool Football Club and involvement in Spring Hill Entertainment, the production company behind Space Jam, a new legacy, showcased his foresight. In 2022, Forbes officially declared him a billionaire, the first active NBA player to achieve the milestone. Even as LeBron continues to dominate in his late 30s.
In transition, what a night for LeBron James.
Wow.
He's already planning his next chapters. Whether through philanthropy, like his I Promise School for At-Risk Youth, or his expanding business empire, LeBron's influence will endure long after his final game. From couch surfing in Akron to redefining what it means to be an athlete, LeBron James's story is one of resilience, ambition, and relentless self-belief. As he once said, you have to be able to accept failure to get better. But failure wasn't the end for LeBron. It was just the beginning. The King's reign is far from over.